What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this POV review by Autotop.nl. My name is Martin, and today I'm taking a look at the all-new Audi A6 here on Tenerife. Now, I've already driven the Audi S6 as well, so right at this time there's also an Audi S6 review video online, so click in the top right corner if you want to skip to the S6 video, or just keep watching this and then go to the S6. Or the other way around, whatever you guys want. So the S6 is an Avant, this is the Sportback or the sedan version, and this is an A6 Performance. So that means this is the range topping model, quite literally, because this is able to do like 750 kilometers of range, which is quite revolutionary, I would say. I think the design of it is also quite revolutionary because it doesn't really look like an A6, I think. That would be a reason for me to go for the Avant version, which is more of a traditional look. And for me, this is, yeah, this really is the electric car sedan drop thingy, aerodynamically shaped. So that's sort of determined by a wind tunnel, how this car looks. So it has a drag coefficient of 0.21, which is very good. That's also why it can do 750 kilometers of range, but that is of course a theoretical WLTP range, because here in the beautiful mountains of Tenerife you'll never do that. So let's just get in and see what it's like to drive. What do you guys think of the looks? What I really like is how they did the headlight design. So this is a very sharp looking LED light right there, and you might think that's the headlight, but it's not, because the actual headlight is right here, which blends in really well with that black grille. So I think that's a pretty clever piece of design right there. And this car has the traditional mirrors, which are far better than the optional digital mirrors I had on the S6. So let's just see what it's like. So on the interior we have a sort of wooden interior trim, which I think is going to peel quite badly after, what, 5 years? You see this more and more, but I really question its durability. Some nice Tenerife dance music. I never know when it started up, never. Okay, let's go. So we have the optional air suspension on this car, which on this lovely camping site is actually quite useful because it's quite bumpy and you need a bit of ground clearance right here. Also, part why it's able to do 750 kilometers of range is that it's not a quattro, so you have more efficiency if you have a single axle drive. So this is rear wheel driven, and it's 367 horsepower. 0 to 100 5.4 seconds, but that's done with launch control, and then you get a little additional power, so then you have 380 horsepower. So let's put the car into dynamic mode, because that's what we're interested in, right? ESC Sport, because, you know, it's rear wheel drive. Maybe we can have some fun in this. So a lot of beeping going on, as in any modern car. Hit the star mark, there goes the speed warning, and then we have to hold this on the stalk to turn off the stupid lane assist, and there we go. So I'm not sure if this is good news or bad, but to be honest, the difference with the S6, it's not all that big. Ooh, little rear wheel driven motion there. And as you might know, this is on the PPE platform, so that's platform premium electric, which is shared with the Audi Q6 and SQ6 for instance, and the Porsche Macan. And I was super impressed with the handling of both those cars because they were co-developed. But this is way less about the handling and about dynamic driving than the Q6 and SQ6. Well, especially the SQ6 was a revelation in my eyes, but this is way more comfortable and you know, less about attacking corners and stuff like that. But you know, an A6 has never been a very dynamic car. In that sense, it has really grown because the handling is just a lot nicer, I think, than with an older A6, like an ICE A6. But that's basically the case with all electric cars. They all have that very planted feeling and that very level body control, and that's because of that high weight, but it's so low down that it just won't pivot, you know. I think suspension technology has come a long way, because what this thing is able to do in terms of body control is really impressive. What I also really have to compliment Audi for is noise engineering. The car is super silent. I've also done 200 kilometers an hour with this on a little private section here on Tenerife, let's call it that. But it was super silent, and for me the future or the dream with a car like this would be to do like 200 on the Autobahn to your holiday destination. But you know, that's just not going to happen. Yes, you do have 750 kilometers of range, but that's only the case if you behave like a schoolboy, and for some reason I don't, and that's why I have 72% battery left, but only 289 kilometers of range. Can we do 0 to 100 on this short section right here? Let's find out. Launch control, so we have that extra, what is it, 15 horsepower? And that's 100. Right on point. So I guess we have to stop this video because we're stuck behind elderly people in a big bus. There's a lot of elderly people here on Tenerife. So go switch to the Audi S6 video in the top right corner, and for now, thank you guys for watching.